So friends, the very first promo of Avengers Doomsday has been revealed at Disney's Marketing Expo in Shanghai. This promo was showcased as a light show, and it's absolutely packed with hints that tell us a lot about the upcoming Doomsday movie. Here, we get glimpses of Doom's story, the look of God Emperor Doom, Thanos in Doom's grasp, and even talk about the restructuring of the entire multiverse. In today's video, we're going to do a detailed breakdown of this promo so that you don't miss a single detail. That's why you must watch the video till the end. So without any delay, let's begin. The promo starts with a rift forming in reality, from which Doom's hand emerges. Now, this rift looks strikingly similar to the dimensional rift shown in Loki Season 2. In fact, if you go to the 43-minute mark in the final episode of Loki Season 2, you'll notice the same type of rift and reality tear that Loki created, allowing him to take all the infinite universes with him beyond known reality. At the end of Loki Season 2, Loki steps outside of multiversal reality and begins to shape the multiverse itself. And now, in this promo, we see Doom's hand coming out of a similar rift. This suggests that in Doomsday, Dr. Doom has already reached beyond the multiverse. And now, even Loki isn't safe because everything is about to fall into Doom's hands. Right after this, we see a mask forming, the mask of Dr. Doom. After a few iterations, we finally get a look at Doom's completed faceplate design. This mask looks very different from the one shown in the mid-credit scene of Fantastic Four First Steps. It appears more aged and pointed, which is actually a great touch. At the same time, it reminds fans of the classic Doom look. But the frames that follow are even more important. After a quick glimpse of Doom, we get to see his full look. Interestingly, the promo puts a lot of focus on Doom's upper bust, and on his left shoulder plate, we can see an engraving that looks a lot like the Kree Force's symbol or even Captain Marvel's emblem. On his right shoulder plate, there's a rectangular figure that resembles Mjolnir. What could this mean? This reveal feels dangerous. We already know that Doom is going to be a cosmic conqueror, and in many stories, conquerors carry trophies from their greatest kills. Just like War Machine marked as Ultron bot kills on his armor. It's possible that this Doom has already killed a version of Captain Marvel and a version of Thor in some universes. To celebrate these epic battles, he may have engraved these symbols onto his armor. When the frame zooms out, we see Doom sitting on a throne. Doom on a throne is a classic piece of art, but what's interesting is the vibe. It's giving us God Emperor Doom energy. This suggests that after dethroning Loki, Doom may build a throne of his own to rule from. This scene could be hinting at Doom's final ascension to the throne. In this throne sequence, we also catch a few impact frames, very quick flashes. Sharp-eyed Marvel fans have noticed that Doom is shown in 3 different forms, and one of the impact frames seems to be deliberately inserted to highlight Doom's power scaling. Among these frames, there's even one referencing the moment from the comics when Doom kills Thanos. This could mean that the movie might actually show us that iconic Thanos death scene. Now, let's break down Doom's 3 forms shown here. The first is the classic Dr. Doom in his green armor. But in the second impact frame, the armor shifts to white, referencing the Secret Wars storyline where God Emperor Doom wore white armor. If the MCU gives us this iconic white armor Doom, it would be incredible. But the third form really caught my attention. It's golden armor Doom. This is something entirely new, friends. Will we actually see this golden armor Doom? And if we do, what will its subplot be? For now, that remains a mystery. Moving forward, we see a massive silhouette of Doom, either standing tall or floating in outer space. With a single hand gesture, he shatters countless shards into pieces, then pulls them all together into his fist. So, did you figure out what those shards are? These shards are actually different universes, friends. And I can say this with certainty because Marvel has already used this creative method in its What If series to represent alternate universes. Whether it's the intro of What If or the Watcher's Realm, multiple universes were shown in the form of shards. In this promo clip, the same concept is being shown, that Dr. Doom is such a powerful villain that he can shatter infinite universes like glass, scatter them, and then pull them all back together into his fist by his own will. After a bit of aura forming, we see a massive structure forming behind Doom, made out of those same shards. This could be Doom's own vision of how the new multiverse should look. We know that when Loki took the burden of the multiverse, he chose to shape it like a tree. But Doom, being a scientist, would have already devised a definite structure in his mind. So what we're seeing here could be a proposed idea of how Doom plans to restart the multiverse. The structure then fully opens, revealing a bright light condensed into the size of a tiny dot. This could directly be a nod to a new Big Bang. For those who don't know, in the 2015 Secret Wars storyline, it was established that God Emperor Doom created the multiverse with his own hands through a Big Bang. And here too, we see Doom's hands forming around it, shaping it into a kind of ring. Some fans are pointing out that this ring closely resembles the 10 rings of Shang-Chi. The small glowing power source inside, it also looks very similar to what Wong showed us inside the rings in Shang-Chi. If we assume these are connected to Shang-Chi's rings, things get even more interesting, because in the very next scene, Doom converts that ring-like structure into a gyroscope-like mechanism. Now, a gyroscope is a device used for balance. It's what helps our smartphones show compass directions. If Shang-Chi's rings aren't actually rings, but gyroscopes guiding directions across the multiverse, then this means only one thing. Doom has discovered a method far superior to Tony Stark's time travel tech to navigate the multiverse. I should also point out that the spinning pattern of this gyroscope's wheels looks very similar to King's power cores in Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. This might be a hint that Doom has already dealt with all the Kings. Moving on from the rings, the next scene gives us a hint related to Loki. We see runes being cast within the rings. These rune patterns look very much like the ones created by sorcerers. But if you look closely at each corner of the rune, you can see Loki's horns. So what does this mean? There are two possible explanations. The rune spell is being cast by Loki, not Doom. The rune was originally Loki's, but now Doom has taken control of it. I lean towards the second option, because in the very next scene, the rune magic spins rapidly and then explodes, scattering countless universes apart. Within those shards of universes, we first see the Avengers symbol, followed by Black Panther, and then the logos of the Fantastic Four and the X-Men. This clearly means that Doctor Doom is going to be the greatest villain the MCU has ever seen. Previously, heroes assembled themselves to fight a villain. But this time, Doom himself is the one pulling all these heroes together, forcing them to come at him. Just imagine the scale of this character. Someone so powerful that multiple universes' heroes have to unite just to stop him. A character who can rewrite the multiverse with a single gesture. But now, tell me, what do you think about this promo? Do you think we'll see a showdown between King and Doom? Will Loki really let Doom take his throne so easily? Let's talk about all of this in the comments. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to go a step further, support your favorite channel by becoming a member. Thank you, guys.